5 months is too long to keep people away. People have not been able to see their families. The families have tried severally to go and see their detained relatives with no luck. They cannot see their lawyer. This is not democracy. Even under the military regime,
It never happened like this.
coup plotters were allowed to meet their families under the military regime. So under a so-called democracy, why will we not allow them to have access to visitation rights of counsel, visitation rights of family members? This is a democracy, for God's sake, Mr. President. Please, Mr. President, allow members of these families to meet with their detained husbands, fathers, children, and also allow them to meet their lawyers, except if there's no coup at all. And this is just a way of fear-mongering and victimizing people. But if truly there's a coup and there's any shred of evidence, allow them access to their family members. They've not been able to see any of their relatives in 5 months. They've not been able to see lawyer. They are just with their accusers and their interrogators. That alone is torture. It can make anybody admit to committing a crime when none exists. Thank you, and God bless Nigeria.
We are here to ensure that justice is done, whatever what we take. I have experienced many instances where people are accused of plotting a coup that they never plotted. Since my days in the university, when in 1992, some people were alleged to have committed these grievous offenses. Following that was 1995. We know what happened under Obasanjo when even Mustafa in detention was accused of plotting a coup because they said they found him buying a stinger. None of these things turned out to be true, but this country has lost too many lives. Yes. Sorry. This is a child, by the way, who hasn't seen his father. He's only 2 months old. Hasn't seen his father, who's been detained for 5 months. This guy deserves to have his father back, and you can see his distress too. And we shouldn't live in a country where anything under a democratic society is done in secrecy. Even if it is true that these men committed these offenses, they have a right to be given an open, transparent, and fair trial in an open courtroom. You must therefore allow their families to visit with them and allow lawyers to prepare for their trial. That is how it is done all over the world. An allegation of a coup plot does not translate to guilt. That's our position. And we have done this in the past, and we are very sure that a transparent and open trial might reveal otherwise. And that is why the government of Bola Tinubu should not be afraid to make this open to all. So we are giving them an ultimatum to let these individuals that have been arrested, 120 of them, be allowed to visit with their families, allowed to see their lawyers, and be presented for trial if there are genuine allegations against them. What we have gathered from their families, as we've spoken to so many of them, is that there's no evidence anywhere, just some high-level officials who are trying to buy the loyalty of the president and creating what we call fair factor. Is that there's no evidence anywhere, just some high-level officials who are trying to buy the loyalty of the president and creating what we call fair factor. That's how they control people in power, and claiming that this guy is committed an offense of treason. And I'll say lastly, I'm not a stranger to the offense of treason, because under Buhari as a civilian, I was accused of trying to overthrow Buhari with my bare hands, trying to overthrow him by posting on social media. So I've seen these ridiculous charges before, and I know how government operates. We are asking that without delay, only 2 options are available to the government. Release these men, if there's any women around with them, and apologize to them, or present them for trial with immediate effect. Thank you very much.